Hello, Alex Rodniga here, business strategies and implementation coach for women entrepreneurs. I help women overcome their fears of online visibility, self-sabotage, and any other emotional blocks so they can create a lifestyle and business truly on their terms. And today I wanted to talk to you about why you actually want your website to repel some people. What? And like when I say this, women normally go like, no, I want people to love my website. I want people to be attracted to it. I want everyone to like it. And you don't. No, you don't. When everyone likes your website, when it's so when the design is so vague and so neutral that it's just one of those, like, those beautiful feminine pastel colored websites that just look gorgeous, but the moment you close them down, you can't remember what they were all about. You want to forget that, because then you will never ever stand out. And what happens when you stand out is that some people will be attracted to your messaging and to your branding, and some people will not be. And that's exactly how you want things to go. And the reason for that is that if you are ever to build a following and your own tribe of customers who buy from you and who follow you online as an authority, you need to have something that's unique about you. And the way that we can express ourselves online is through our branding and through the way and through our copy, through the words that we use, through the phrases that we use. It's like in daily life, right? You express yourself through the outfits that you wear. Online, you express yourself through your website. And so you definitely want to make sure that your messaging is not that kind of vanilla, everyone likes it type of messaging, because then people will just forget you. What you want to do is you want them to be a little bit like, oh, this is different. There is something different about it. I haven't seen a website just like that. It's powerful. And when you do that, you just need to be okay with the fact that when you make a decision to stand out in the marketplace, a percentage, probably majority of people who will see your website may be turned off and may be repelled by your content. And that's absolutely fine, because when your messaging is very clear, two things will happen. Your ideal client immediately will connect to your messaging and be like, yeah, that's me. I'm interested. She definitely speaking my language. Like, I don't know if is she like inside of my head, I can definitely relate with what she's saying. That's why on my website, for example, I talk so much about emotions and about working on your mindset and your character, because that's the segment of the market that I'm in. Do I do everything else as well in terms of business coaching? Yes, I do. But that's my unique USP, right? We talked about that a few videos ago. And so how do you achieve that? Is that you want to make sure that your messaging is really clear. You need to know your ideal client and speak to her through your copy, through your messages. Make sure that you're branding the theme and the fonts and the colors that you're using. Express the character as well. You don't want them to be so bland and so just I won't say correct, but just like everyone else's. You want to make sure that they're kind of unique, right? So you might want to use 2 or 3 different fonts styles on your website to make it more exciting. You might want to make sure that the color palette that you choose is original, that it's not something that people use on like a million different websites, that the combination is unique to you. And also another thing is that don't be scared to repel people through your pricing. And why do I say that? I say that because if you want to go after people who want the highest premium quality services, then you need to be charging premium prices. And the reason for that is that if you charge lower market prices, you will attract people who are prepared to pay that, but then you can't be expected to provide a premium quality service. And so when you go and I want to make sure that I make it very clear. When you go after the mass market, right? So you want to have lots of different small transactions. Your pricing is lower, of a lower price point. When you go higher premium packages, when your time, and that's really what I'm talking about when I mean premium, it's your time. When you work with people one-on-one, don't be scared to crank those prices up, because it's a higher value to work with someone one-on-one. We can't give our time to everyone. So what they're really paying for is your time and your unique one-to-one attention that they will be getting from you. And that means that if someone is not interested to work with a coach one-to-one, that could be repelled by your pricing, like, oh, this is expensive, I could never pay that. Be okay with that. Be okay with that. There's lots of different people who provide the same service that you do, and they may be doing it through an online course, right? So the price point is much lower. That's fine. There is always something for everybody in the marketplace, but just make sure that you're very clear who it is that you're going after, and then make sure that you stay consistent in those things, and be okay with the fact that your website will repel some people, but at the same time, the people who are really resonating with you, they'll be putting their hand up and saying, yes, she is my expert. So let me know in the comments below what you think. If you've got any questions, I'd be more than happy to answer them, and I shall see you very, very, very soon. Bye.